No, certainly not. With me now is Rob Butler, former professional baseball outfielder, Toronto Blue Jays player. Rob, your thoughts? What a game from the bullpen. A heavily criticized group at different points throughout this season, but they come in and get the job done. Give me a reaction to the Jays getting back to the ALCS.
Oh, well, thanks for having me, Matt. You know what? Adulation. Anytime you get a chance to beat the New York Yankees in New York, I mean, it's like the dream of all dreams coming true for a baseball player. And, you know, these guys, like John Schneider just saying, like, it's so much of a family atmosphere, a grinding atmosphere. You know, they grind you down. You know, they don't need to hit the home run to win. You know, they just bang out hits the opposite field and drive guys in. You know, they're so clutch. Like, the clutch is just reminding me of '93 when I was there with my team. The ability to come through when it almost seems like every single time, right? They're just nothing you can do can get them out. They're hitting balls out of the strike zone, in the strike zone. It's incredible to watch, really.
Just give us a sense, because you touched on it, right? You won the World Series with the Blue Jays back in 1993. To be in playoff baseball in these atmospheres, to having these players deliver on the biggest stage, and what that means.
Oh, you know what? When you go into the hostile environments, so when I was there, we were going to Philadelphia, which is crazy hostile. I mean, we had to change hotels on our way to the World Series, which was insane, and we overcame that. To go into Yankee Stadium, the hostile of all hostile parks in the world, really, when you think about it, it's such a difficult place to play because you got every single person in that stadium hoping that you do bad. So it's not an easy place to go into. But you know what? I really believe their chemistry, their leader, John Schneider, Vladdy Guerrero, George Springer, guys that have come up to show every single day. And it's been, I mean, wonderful to watch their leaders do it. Paul Molitor, Dave Winfield, Joe Carter, what these guys did in the past. And they've really embodied that whole, this is a family, this is a team, because every single guy is getting to contribute and every guy is doing well. So it's, I mean, you can't say enough about the whole teamwork aspect of what's happening, and they're doing it for our whole country. You know, my parents are in Butlerville, Newfoundland, and, you know, we're high-fiving each other through the phone, and they're like, can you believe this is happening again? It's wonderful. Yeah,
I'm doing the same thing with my mom, who's up in Thunder Bay, Ontario, too, right? We're talking back and forth throughout this entire process. You're giving me chills as we talk about that '93 team because the contributions right up and down the lineup, right across. Nathan Lucas, a big hit last night to knock in a pair of runs. Have you seen a Blue Jays team like this since that '93 team, or is this really the first iteration of a team that appears to be just so close and have each other's backs?
I think that having each other's back goes all the way back to them. You know, 2015, 2016 teams were incredible. A little bit different the way they were built, but this team definitely is a team that seems to understand with their approach to playing, and that, you know, each guy comes first. You know, their teammate comes first. So I think that's what's really showing, is that no one's up there trying to hit a home run and do. You know, they won last night without a home run. They're really trying to keep the ball rolling. So that reminds me so much of my team that I played on. Right, I was a 25th guy on the team, and I got in there and contributed. I scored a run and got a hit in Philadelphia. So it's really that whole aspect of all 25 guys contributing, and that's the only way you're really going to win. It's the only chance that they have of getting to the World Series is if they do it all together, and they have that whole brotherhood and that chemistry working.
Quickly before I let you go, Detroit-Seattle, Game 5. The Jays will play the winner. Does it matter who they play at this point or not really?
I don't think it matters at all. Once they've come in first, and once they've beaten the Yankees, they've proven that anybody that shows up to play against them is going to be, they're in for a real rough ride. They're in for a grind is what's going to happen, right? The pitching is going to really have a hard time trying to get these guys out, right? They're just unbelievable hitters, like old school, wonderful hitters to watch play baseball.
Yeah, it certainly is. Game 1 of the ALCS will happen Sunday in Toronto. Rob Butler, thanks so much for your time today. Appreciate this, and enjoy the CS.
I will. Thank you.